This is the Golden Hour Grind, Season 2, off scripted, where we talk about whatever we want, whenever we want. Just gotta keep it PG. So without further ado, let's jump into the episode. Alright. Shall we continue? My name is Hoskins.
I'm Tyson TK Keys.
And welcome to the Golden Hour Grinding. This is going to be just a little casual talk. I'm actually going to interview Tyson. So Tyson, how are you feeling tonight?
Very exhausted. I'm tired.
Oh, you must have had practice.
No, this was an off day.
Oh. Well, anyway, Tyson, tell us about yourself a little bit.
I'm a Hattiesburg, Mississippi native. Transferred into Alcorn last year, so I just made it a full year of being a student here.
Where did you come from?
Northwest Mississippi Community College. So I was in North Mississippi.
Were you good up there?
Yeah. I love it.
How good?
Great.
Which is fine, great. Like, give us some stuff. Give it like how do you think you felt about your season up there compared to like
season? I didn't perform how I wanted to perform my last year. I had a messed up ankle. I had a bad ankle sprain. Second game of the season, and so that kind of hindered me throughout the rest of the year. So.
Okay, what's your major here at Alcorn?
Biology pre-professional.
I actually did want to ask you about that because I know you like you said you've told me this before, but like compared to other athletes here who usually have like sports medicine or like sports management type of like majors, why biology and stuff like that?
Cause I want to be an orthopedic surgeon. It's just a way for me to stay around the game. Like with my degree and my major, I'll be able to hopefully be a team doctor for a team, and that way I still get to see a lot of kids that come in and that's playing not just football, but just sports in general.
So you don't intend on like most football players dream maybe go like the NFL or like at least play professionally?
Oh no,
like
that's definitely the plan.
Oh,
but,
it is.
But it's always good to have something else just in case stuff don't work out.
Okay, so let's put in a little hypothetical. If you were to get drafted today, what team do you think you would want to go to? Like for sure.
Would want to go to. Definitely can see myself playing for the Saints. I don't really like the Saints, but just the fact that I'm close to home, like, that'll be fine.
So you rather be close to home and not like?
Oh no, I definitely want to get away. But I'm saying it'll be turned.
Okay, so what's that getaway team you want to?
Oh, I definitely go play in Las Vegas.
Ooh,
Las Vegas, Los Angeles.
I would love to hear today somebody say they go to the Panthers. I'm sorry, I am a Carolina fan,
I
so
play
it's like
for Miami too.
So
I said the Panthers.
what if like the Canadian League asked you to come play for them?
Oh, the CFL. Yeah.
Any league, any chance that I get to further play, that's paying.
That's paying. That's the biggest thing right there.
XFL, USFL, NFL, CFL.
So and for anybody who's listening in and don't know the other female voice that's in here, this is Toddy. She's already been on the podcast before, so
I'm the one that talked about the tickets one time a while back.
When we did the radio show, and you started talking about the ticket lady.
Yeah, I was still fed up. They tried to give me $800 worth of tickets that I did not pay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move it back to TK. So, Tyson, what I'm going to ask you tonight is more so like football related and like your starting football, how you think it's going. So, first thing I want to ask is, what do you wish you had known before starting playing? Like, what age did you start playing at?
When I was like 3. I was playing flag football.
Oh, that's cute. But like, what's something like, okay, when you start playing, like, let's say in school, but like, what's something you really felt like?
Alcorn?
No, not at Alcorn. Like younger, like. Now, as an adult, like, take it as your adult self or your young man or young adult self looking back in, like, let's say middle school, high school. What's something you feel like you should learn a little better?
Enjoy it.
Enjoy the sport.
Don't take it so serious. Not necessarily in the aspect of, expanding your skills or working on your craft. Like, I always take it serious on that end. But just enjoy it and have fun with it more. Like, I didn't really get to enjoy it my senior year because I was so focused on office, where I'm going to school that a lot of big stuff happened for me my senior year. We played in the state championship. High school.
Oh, okay, high school.
Yeah, we played in the state championship.
Oh, what division were y'all in?
6A, the biggest.
6A?
What?
Cause I know the high school that I sadly graduated from, they were in 4A and they've been the champs for a while. So. Yeah, sadly. I wish I was back in North Carolina.
So
I
have
forget
you
that.
always been the tight end, or you start off as a different position?
No, I didn't play position specific football until I got to college. I played both sides of the ball up until I graduated.
What was your favorite then? Offense, defense?
Growing up, I love defense.
He
Like,
want to tap it
I
up
played
somebody.
defense.
Yeah, I can tell.
I played defensive end and linebacker, nose guard when I was a little young. Like I played everywhere.
Them LBs.
But like once I transitioned, and I got like the 10th grade. Like I liked having the ball. I played defense my whole life. Like that's natural. So I like having the ball in my hand. I like scoring. I always been able to catch the ball. Like I always had a good touch, with my hands.
Okay, then speaking on that, what was your first memory knowing that like football was for you? Like you could have played any other sport or done something else, but you knew football. That was my thing.
First moment I knew it was for me, man. I was playing. It was basketball season. So I love.
Did your coaches ever make you like have to play another sport before? Like,
No, my coaches ain't never. My coaches encouraged me to play other sports. Like I never really had a coach that just tripped about it. I had one. He hated when basketball season came because he wanted me to like work out with them whole off season, like strictly football, just football and track. Because he made the football guy
I
on the
understand
track.
the
He was a
track
track
part,
coach,
yeah.
but he hated basketball season. He used to say it was like a girl sport and everything.
What?
Yeah, just like
That
picking,
don't make no sense.
not picking,
Okay.
not in a bad way. Like basically saying like they
It's
ain't
a
where my
soft
bread and
sport.
butter at. Like he's saying they ain't where my bread and butter at. But like it was basketball season, and I love like LeBron James, my favorite player. So every chance I got, I get 23. I get 23. So we had went home for a break. I can't remember if it was Thanksgiving or Christmas. And so we went home for a break. We had a tournament, and when we came back, I tried to put the 23 on. The 23 didn't fit. Right, 23 was snug. It was really snug.
Boys the
So-
ball too.
So I'm sitting there like, dang. So we get three a little bigger. I put 3 on, and like it was kind of at that moment, I was like, man, like it ain't no 6'3", 2. Cause I went from like 230. I went from like 230 to like 245 just in a matter of weeks. But like I wasn't I wasn't fat. I just had bulked up a lot. Like so, man, I'm sitting there like, man, ain't no 6'3", 240, 250, whatever's in the NBA. Like, so it was kind of around that time I kind of was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna stick
so
with
I'm focused
football.
on football.
Yeah.
But think about it. Just you being as big as you are playing basketball, man,
That would
can't
be
nobody stop you.
That's the biggest advantage you would have had. You
You'll
would
be
be
a
on that court
machine.
all the time.
When people come up to you, they gonna be scared to try to pass the ball.
Fool.
I ain't gonna mess
You
with
know,
him.
well, I'm small on the court, right? Like you see some of the basketball players.
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean height wise,
Yeah,
but still,
taller.
you have the
The muscles.
yeah the muscles
muscle-
and like the intimidation. Let's say
the
that.
muscles don't matter if somebody's 6 inches taller than you.
They go dunk on you.
Okay, so how about this? What's your biggest pet peeve in football? Like as of right now, because football has changed. Even though like I feel like in our generation we appreciate sports and like technology wise and stuff like that. But let's say you have old heads talking to you about football. Say, man, back in my day, or like stuff in the sport too that also like gets on your nerves.
Not even necessarily football, because old heads got a bad habit of doing it for any sport. But like athletes today are entirely way more skilled than back then.
I mean, if you understand because like back then that was just the start of stuff like actually
Yeah.
moving.
But like we got guys running faster. We got people that play my position in D line that run faster than a lot of the receivers they had playing back then, or a lot of the skill guys they had playing back then. Now, of course, you got your select few that I feel like could always play in any generation. Like, it doesn't matter. They call those generational talents, like Prime, Jerry Rice, Walter Payton, like a lot of the old heads like that. I feel like they can play in any NFL. But that's really my main pet peeve. Just the kids are again way more skilled now than back then. So a lot of the things that they had to do back then, we may not necessarily have to do now because of how much more skilled we are. But a lot of the old heads try to keep stuff the same.
Okay, so I'm gonna end this on this like this last little question, and then we'll close out the podcast and stuff like that. So, what is the thing that makes you like the most nervous when you're playing?
Uh,
Or what's it?
most
Ooh, better question. What's been a time like what's one game specifically like this is real, or like I'm actually shaking in a sense.
I feel like as an athlete, like you're gonna always have those moments where you're kind of nervous. And if you don't, then you don't really care or have a feel of love for the game. 'Cause when you're passionate about something, you're gonna show that you're passionate about it. So for me, I have little moments like pregame, pregame before we go out. I'm always just personally a little anxious. I ain't gonna say nervous, just like, cause it's kind of a still moment, when you between pregame and just being in the locker room and vibing out. Then like actually going out there to play, sometimes that feels like forever. Like it takes forever for that moment to come.
What about your first Alcorn game? Like that didn't intimidate you? Cause you know how people in the swag talk about the first
Let me
Alcorn.
tell you, I think out of everybody, Tyson was the most turned up person on the sideline. Like coming out the locker room, he was just like, I was just like, okay, yo, we need this energy.
Did you get to play? Well, this is your first homecoming here when you played this.
Oh. I didn't play, but yeah.
Oh yeah. I was waiting to cheer on 19. What you do? We ain't gonna talk about it.
I had man, Coach Mac. He started off the week like his homecoming. It's the worst. Like it's the worst week here. A lot of festivities going on that don't have nothing to do with football. It's like they have nothing to do with football. I hate it. So like I knew they were gonna be real strict. As far as our schedule goes. We have to get up and be on the field at a certain time. So it just so happened that I want to say it was that Tuesday, that first practice of the week. I overslept by like 10 minutes, like 10, 15 minutes. Like I had made it to the field by the time they got the pregame stretch. I mean, not pregame, pre-practice. Like when they got to the stretching, like I had made it. And then my coach was like, Coach Max said, turn around. They kind of punished me that week for that one day.
And that's why I love being equipped baby.
But on another note, my most exciting game, my most exciting moment, I can say I have two, but my number one is I'm always go back to high school because I had a lot of personal stuff to show for me. For me, I played in private school up until my senior year. So a lot of everybody's thing was, yeah, he good, but it's because he in that league he in. He playing against the level of competition he in. So my senior year, and that kind of goes back to the first question you asked me, as far as what I could change or what I wish someone told me, which I would have enjoyed it more because I spent my entire senior year like trying to prove people wrong instead of having fun. But that state championship game, like, it was so many reasons why that was a big moment. First of all, it was home. Everybody know me, know I love home. I go home every weekend. Right? So we playing at Southern Miss, right? That's home. My high school is not even 12 to 15 minutes away from USM campus, like in Hattiesburg, right? So we the away team, but we still the home team, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I get to play at home. All my folks get to come. We on the big screen. Like, it's something I'd have been watching as a little kid. As a little kid, everybody in Mississippi done done it. I know Camden did it. I know my teammate Camden did it. Cut bounce TV on. And you watching the state championship on bounce TV.
Oh my god.
So I was that moment right there, and man, when I tell you like the crowd, like I ain't knocking no crowd from JUCO to now. When I tell you that the crowd was amazing, like we had more people on our side than USM was bringing in at that time. Like I still got the picture. The entire stadium was packed. It was packed. So like I didn't feel it. I didn't really feel it until game time. But like when we went out there for warm ups, like it was a good little crowd out there. But like I wasn't really nervous for real. Pre-game, when they had the introductions and stuff like that, I just saw all those people. It was crazy. I will tell you. I scored a touchdown. I scored the first touchdown for it.
Okay.
And when I caught the ball, all I was thinking about was my daddy in my ear. Like, my daddy got a major problem with me being tackled. Like if it's 10 people on me, like he expect me to make it out of the pile.
Mm-hmm.
So I caught the ball, and I was like probably 7, 8. I can't remember what the exact distance was, but I was close to the end zone. So I knew my dad was there. So the only thing I said, man, please don't let me get tackled. God. Like, please let me run the hardest I done ever ran. Ended up running, kind of bounced the tackle off, and then I scored a touchdown. And I didn't realize it in the moment because I was playing. I was so locked in. But when I went back and watched the video, like you could hear the entire crowd. Like when I caught the ball.
Tyson. Okay, TK.
Crazy.
So with that being said, I have one last question.
This is gonna
for
be
you.
the last question, then we'll end it off and stuff like that. So
All
go
right.
ahead.
So my question is, with that being said, for this upcoming season, what do you think you could change to better yourself as a player?
To better myself as a player?
Yes, for this upcoming season, because you know the season coming up slowly but surely. So what are you what are, I guess
23.
what is your expectations for yourself as a player to improve?
What are my expectations for myself? Go crazy. I know that sound like cliche, but it's a lot that can be said with it. I gotta go crazy. It's as of right now, it's my last year of athletic eligibility, which means that this is my last year to just put myself on the map to have a chance of playing in whatever L it is. CFL, NFL, XFL, USFL. It's my last chance.
So go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Ain't no plan B. It's plan A. Fall
like
back on what you said earlier. And yeah, I know I got school and stuff to fall back on, but I gotta get one chance to go crazy on the field and try to make something happen.
And I believe in you.
That's plan
That's
A.
my favorite football player. Sorry to say it, that's my favorite football player.
I'll be on the sideline cheering you on.
I'll be up the stairs, right there next to the band.
I have a choice. I gotta be on the sideline, but yeah, wish you the best of luck, friend.
There's love. Appreciate it.
All right, well, thank you for everybody for tuning in to the Golden Hour Grinding. Once again, I would like to thank Tyson and Toddy for being here. Y'all got any last words to say before I close everything off?
Man, spread love, happiness, joy, and prosperity. There's a lot of evil stuff going on in the world. Just vibe.
All right.
And make sure you vote Rooster, Student of the Year.
All right, well, this has been the Golden Hour Grinding. I am signing off. My name is Hoskins.
Tyson, TKK.
Toddy, also known as Toddy.
All right, and see y'all in the next episode of the Golden Hour Grinding. Bye.